Hello, and welcome back to another episode of The Last Gas Station. And, well, we're getting near to the end, I think. At least it feels like it's getting towards the end. We have to work on a couple more goals. We have to refuel more cars, although that basically goes automatically. Charge battery at the auto shop 50 times. Well, that goes automatically. And well, we just have got a couple of customers that we still need to help. Customers as well as refueling cars. So we really have to keep an eye on our fuel. Because it's going real quick these days. Speaking of which, we're already out. There we go. And you know what, let's go outside already for our fuel delivery. And done. For more groceries here. I don't really know what else to spend our money on. Obviously we can buy every item in the store, but does it make sense? Not really. There we go. Let's place another order for fuel. Oh, he's still on its way back. Okay, well, a couple more customers then. There we go. Can we order now? Yes, now we can. 450. Store's still pretty stocked. No. Another fuel delivery. Well, let's have a quick look for any voice recorders. We haven't seen them in a while. I guess that just means that there are none available anymore. Actually, we can have a look at that. Was 50 cars at the car wash. So we're missing day 4. Oh, we're still missing day 10, day 20. I don't know if there's a voice recorder of every day. But if there are, we're still out. Almost halfway our goal of refueling cars. As well as halfway our goal with our customers. And out of fuel again. 900, there we go. I also wonder what's going on with those guys that wanted the concert. The States has been next to our store for a while now. Well, there we go. Fuel delivery. Although I think no other cars are coming in now. That's a lot of change. Oops. 8264. Oh, the part payments are so nice. Actually, let's see. Upgrades or design. Might as well buy the TV tower. A mirror. It's not like the theming things, which makes sense that that's what we're here for, but I don't know. We want something just more generic, but I don't really think that's in the books for us. Same over here. Options in the stone, solar energy. I guess we can just at least buy all the floors and buy all the walls. Might as well buy some signs. What else will we do? Actually, now we can have a look and see what the sign will look like. Mini market. Ooh. Oh, I like this mini market one. Let's get this one. And then over here. No. The Backwoods gas station sign versus. No, not the festive one. I like this one more. Then we've got this thing. Pit stop, last stop. You know what? I think the civilization outpost. Lanterns we're okay with. Facades we are okay with. Still doing okay on our designs. Civilization is decent. Now let's wait until the night hits. We need to restock. Let's do some restocking while we're waiting. Out of drinks again. And again out of those car supplies. Those sell quite well. There we go. The nights always sound so mysterious. Wow, that was a lot. There we go. And none of these. The drinks and car supplies are really the only things we need. Let's order them. Wait, actually, drinks are over here. Let's add all the cheaper stuff to the car. Cart, not car. Car supplies. Maybe a couple of these things again. You know, not the cold trail. We still had lots of those in stock. Any caps? Nah. These things also go quickly, but most of them are quite expensive right now. Ice creams, why not? Let's get one. Anything else? Not really. What's this? Fuel, we're still completely stocked up. Whoa, look at all the cars coming in at once. Wow. Keeping an eye on the fuel levels. Drinks. More drinks. Car stuff. Anything else? Oh, people are taking things from here too. Let's order fuel. I think we can do with 750. Nope, 700 it is. Few more. And let's go out to get our fuel. Just in time. So we're exactly halfway refueling. And we're over halfway with the customers. There we go. Serve 500 customers at the register. Nice. Can we order? Yes, we can. 650? Nope, 600. And fuel deliveries here. And again, just in time. Wow, it's... Oh, apparently just too late. Oh, it's okay. It's becoming a little bit of a grind, I would say. But we're getting there. What are the... Bigfoot and Otherworld don't really seem to be going so well. I guess it just depends on what's for sale right now. Everything has its own theming. Out of fuel? Didn't we just get a delivery? Can we order more again? Wow. I wouldn't mind to get another upgrade for the fuel tank, actually. Just to have things slightly more balanced. Under 3. There we go. Well, let's run out. It is the end of the day, so that's good. At least not many cars were waiting for more fuel. Let's refuel or restock again. Oh, so much talk about fuel. There we go. Snacks, ice cream, cigarettes. Nothing here, although I think if we take these two out and this one out, we can fill the shelf a bit better. Same over here, but we anyway have got nothing in stock. And let's just let's finish off. Oops, wrong button again. And there we go. Let's put the box away and get to this customer. There we go. So, close to finishing our goal with the customers at the register. And fueling cars, well, getting close too. End of the day. So let's go to bed. We've got so much money. I really don't know really what to... Oh, we were saying, but let's see. So Bigfoot and Otherworld are not doing the best. So what about a Bigfoot and Otherworld? There we go. Got some lake things here. So decor. You can get a theater. Well, we've got this TV tower. I think the TV tower over there is pretty okay. And then this clear photo. There we go. Now Otherworld is one of the highest scoring ones. Alright, let's wait for some customers. Fuel. Fuel's going down real quick again. Let's order a little bit. Let's make sure that all the fuel stays topped off. There we go. Can we place another order? Buff out scratches 50 times. 500. Let's get to our fuel delivery. There we go. A bigger tank would definitely, it would make sense. It's just that so many cars coming by, and you need to wait a certain amount before you can order more fuel again because the guy is still driving back. There we go. Let's just order more again. They're just going to order in between all the time. Place order. And let's run out. Out is over here. I can already order more again. Wow. There we go. Another customer. And we can place another fuel order. 650? 650. So hopefully in the next day we can complete our goals. I don't know, maybe. The refueling car might be a tricky one. I think we get around 60 cars per day. No, 30 cars per day and we still need 60. We need around 54 cars. We still need them. That's a lot. Go. Customer at checkout. Oh, there we go. No customer at checkout. And another customer at checkout. Lots of things. No, we can just not get the 500 liters. There we go. Drinks. Fuel is here. Let's stop this off. Get the fuel and then we can head to bed. There's not been a lot of customers anymore talking with us or telling us some lore or giving us some insights. It's been oddly quiet. Please come, alcohol. Now let's get the delivery. And off to bed we go. Any customers? No, not yet. Just keeping an eye on our fuel. I kind of want to wait until it's below 500, but then it already was below 500. Oh, there's not much of a line right now, so that's good. We really need to make sure that we keep everything topped up. 43, 45. And 103. 902. Do we need to order more fuel already? No, in a bit though. There we go. Almost below 500. Well, let's just order 450. Go. So 9 customers to go. Still a couple more cars to refuel. We're already at 500. Wow. Okay. 550. Okay, so 7 more customers to go, 30 more cars to refuel. It's not going to be an interesting one. Oh, actually, fuel's down again. 650? Nope. Fuel delivery. Well, it's getting darker, so no more people fueling. Just a couple people finishing their shopping. One card. Oh, that's a lot. Would be nice to see how many items it actually is. If you look at the receipt, get to see what how money we are getting. $25 cars remaining. I think we can do one more day for this episode and see where that brings us. I think it gets us to, well, pretty much the end. So I don't really think I will buy more items or order more items. I still got quite a lot of things in on the shelves or in stock. We can go through the door hopefully tomorrow. Actually, do I want to... Yeah, I want to adjust this. There we go. And let's wait for nightfall. Which I think is soon. And onwards to the next day. Let's get some cars refueled. Let's wait until it drops below 500 again. There we go. And now we can basically just run inside to place the next order already. Go. Not even 350. No, 15 cars left. Fuel's here. More. Wow, okay, there was a lot more things. 11 cars left to go. Another 500 liters of fuel. $71. Let's go for that fuel delivery. Alright. Six cars? How you can do this? 550? No. I also think that they're fueling up more. Where before there was only 20 liters, now they're going down by 60 liters, 70 liters. Well, one more car left to refuel and then we've met our last gas station goal. And now we can just chill. You know, I think instead of chilling, we can now see what's through that door. Oh, we now got a smiley face here. Nice. Now we actually see the lake here. Oh, I thought initially it was a painting. Something tells me that if I go in here, I might not come back. Well, let's enter. Welcome, test subject. Whether you followed my breadcrumbs or came here on your own, guided by some other force, you have reached the end of the road. Congratulations. Unfortunately, I cannot reveal the nature of the experiments you are part of. However, I assume you have some kind of hypothesis about what is happening. And if you're inquisitive enough, then maybe it's not even too far removed from reality. Alle, I cannot tell you what awaits you next. I do not know. I would only dare suggest that this may have to do with the path you took to get here. But let's get you to the point. This is a sensory deprivation chamber, and once this pre-recorded message ends, you will find yourself in complete darkness, alone with your thoughts. After standing for a while, you may wish to rest. The liquid you are standing in is a regular saline solution. It is impossible to drown in. It's quite loud music though. So just lie back and surrender to what comes next. Who are you? You pick. Is this Red Elk, Bigfoot, an alien, or the unknown? I would go for Red Elk. You're Red Elk. Yes, it's one of my faces. What is this place? You tell me. The reverse house? Home? The other side? Or the afterlife? I guess Red Elk's home. Is this your home? My realm. You're in my power. What do you want from me? To help. Help? How? You're making the power grow. It will help and protect. In secret. Unnoticed. The time for answers is over. Go now. Go? But I have so many questions. Oh, we've got a... Oh, this door is now permanently locked again. But we've got a voice recorder for day 84. But of course, the unknown. It's so simple, and it explains everything. Every inconsistency, every hypothesis. Aliens, Bigfoot, that damn pyramid, everything. And the fact that our equipment can't pick up anything. And even the strange way Red Elk spoke. Now he sometimes reminds me of a neuroanalyst. What was day 85 again? Oh yeah, they were still going to formulate a hypothesis. So everything was an experiment? No voice recorders here. There's one more here now. Day 87. So, the unknown is my new hypothesis that explains all the strange phenomena occurring out here. I believe there is a certain force, law, or entity, the essence of which is perfectly conveyed by its name. It's not yet clear whether it's intelligent or not, but remembering Red Elk's communication style, I'm betting on the former. All of its manifestations follow from this name, as does the fact that they are impossible to record with precision scientific equipment, unlike old point-and-shoot cameras and phones. Simply put, anything unknown that is captured on camera ceases to be unknown by definition, and therefore cannot be recognized as a manifestation of its entity. I've called this the paradox of the unknown. If we delve a little deeper into this paradox, I don't think it's all about observation and recording. The presence of an observer and a personal interpretation are important, but at the same time, there must be no stable consensus that could transform the observed phenomenon into a universally accepted knowledge. A single encounter is possible, but mass verification is out of the question. That explains the eyewitness problem. It also explains the forms this entity manifests in and the circumstances in which these manifestations are observed by eyewitnesses. Nighttime, twilight, shadows, and the urban legend it dons, taking the ideas directly from our heads. I suspect that in another culture with different myths, these manifestations would appear completely different. My hypothesis also provides, I believe, an answer to the question, why here? True, it's a bit wobbly, at the intersection of philosophy and mathematics. At the beginning of time, our knowledge of the world was extremely meager, and our ignorance was endless. Knowledge grew and reached unprecedented heights, but any mathematician will tell you that it makes no difference whether you subtract 1 or a billion from infinity. The result is infinity. Along with our knowledge, the territory we have developed also grew, and by developed, I mean understood. And if the infinite and mathematically irreducible unknown was once dispersed across the entire planet, now it can manifest only in the boondocks. As a result, the overall force remains the same, but the scope of application has narrowed, thus intensifying the manifestations. Yes, of course, there is still the rest of the universe that remains unknown, compared to which our increase in developed territory is negligible. But firstly, we don't know whether this relationship is linear. And secondly, subjects and interpretations. Subjects and interpretations. Wow. Day 88. Without questioning the validity of my hypothesis, I must admit that I still have many questions. Is the unknown sentient or simply reactive? Is it an independent physical phenomenon or a quirk of our minds? Does the unknown exist in isolation from the subject? Or are an observer and the interpretation the necessary and only conditions for its existence? Or perhaps our minds are merely a nutrient medium. Is the unknown capable of defending itself and displaying aggression? For example, if it senses a threat, that might explain the mysterious disappearances. And if so, what exactly does it perceive as a threat? The development of territory? The expansion of methods of objective control? Progress, civilization, and knowledge in general? There are only certain specific aspects. And most importantly, is the unknown capable of influencing the material world? After all, if I find the evidence, would that make it magic? And now we've got a lot of the voice recorders still. Day 89. Given everything I realized in recent days, I can hardly expect further contact with Red Elk and the entity he represented. The unknown, by definition, cannot exist where we've already learned something, which means I can no longer study it directly. I'm too poisoned by the knowledge I've acquired, and for the unknown, this is now developed territory. All I can do is monitor others. Yes, the essence of the process will forever remain a black box for me, but I can still influence the input conditions and observe the final result. Fortunately, the environment here is favorable, and I've already outlined the plan. I will create a Fringe website with local legends, throw in a few contradictory fables, and the first apostles are bound to appear soon. The sensory deprivation chamber can be adapted for particularly inquisitive test subjects. I just need to place the breadcrumbs correctly. Funny, I've come a long way, only to return to my old methods. Only now I know that I'm not embellishing reality. I'm creating it. So, the eye doctor is the one that we've been talking to the whole time then. Huh. Day 101. For several days, I've been pondering how and where to begin experimenting with the unknown. To do so, I've analyzed the patterns this entity most often follows. So the events the subject is exposed to are, as a rule, quite restrained at first, unless, of course, the subject already believes in something. Then everything unfolds according to a more, shall we say, bold scenario. But usually, this is something that occurs on the border of consciousness, and so-called peripheral vision. Something that won't conflict with the worldview or even the most inveterate skeptic. Yeah, probably. Apparently, the unknown values the subject's freedom of interpretation, and I think this freedom is the trap. If there's something to interpret, then something is really happening. So the emptiness, darkness, and shadows are already filled with something. Even rational explanation, if they leave the tiniest loophole for the unknown, will work to nurture its seed, since every act of cognition paradoxically, yet logically forms an internal and, importantly, often unconscious understanding. If you did not know something a moment ago, then that might be the case right now as well. And only after gathering strength in the blind spot does the unknown dare to emerge into the light of awareness, to say, I've always been here. Like Red Elk. Hence, the requirement for the location. It must not be too crowded, but not too secluded. Not in the bustling web of the city, but also not in the dense forest where no one ever goes. Having scoured the archives of Cloven Peak, I discovered that rumors of mysterious phenomena concentrate around the old gas station where I last saw Red Elk. Thanks for the tip. This really is the perfect location. Now all that's left to do is to choose a subject. So no voice recorders over here. Are there any outside? Oh, there we go, Apostles of the Unknown. I will help. A mysterious benefactor. This was a nice game. It's yeah, I enjoyed this. The story was good. The puzzles were quite interesting. Let's hold to skip this. I'm not sure if the music is copyrighted. But yeah, this was the last gas station. Good story. It's had its creepy, scary moments. But basically, I was just there as a test subject. Well, and we fixed up the gas station, so we also made the Cloven Peak area more profitable, I suppose. So yeah, let me know down below in the comments. What did you think of this game? Would you still play it? Do you wish that there's going to be more? I kind of wish there was a little bit more to it. But yeah, the concert happened in the end. So if you like this series, leave a like. And I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.